One of the most wonderful advantages of becoming what I guess people would call enlightened is the relationship I have with my parents. Like my mom and dad, I don't see them at all as just my mom and dad anymore. Although they are my mom and dad, and I love that. Like I see them because if I wasn't able to get myself out of the idea that they're my mom and dad and I'm their son and I have to make them proud, and I lived in that idea that we're subjected to, I would, worry too much about impressing them instead of impressing to them who I am and who they are. Because now that I've removed myself from the attachment of being their son, although I love being their son, I'm able to be their friend. And because I see them as best friends, I can confide in them in a way that I couldn't when I thought they were my parents, telling me, or, monitoring what I'm doing and saying, I'm your mom and dad, and you can't do that. If that's not common, so fit in with everybody else. And on top of that, because I've been able to do it, without them knowing, they've been able to do it more and more because I'm their friend more than their son now, too. Even though I'm their son and they love that. I can tell. I know my parents and I can feel them. I don't read people's minds. I feel their vibration. I don't want to know what people are thinking. Sometimes I do, but I made it so that I couldn't yet until I could handle it because I don't like hearing other people's thoughts. It's sort of spooky. So I'd rather be able to take the vibration people give me and read that myself in my own way. So that way I'm not putting words into other people's minds or into their mouths because I don't want to live a life that I've personally pre-programmed. And I don't want to also live a life where I'm one step ahead of people because I know exactly what they're going to say. That's a disadvantage for them. So I am so pure that I give people that free will still. Like I made a rule when I became enlightened not to take advantage of people. Like that's something that God loves about me because most people don't do that. Most people want personal power, and I don't. If I get personal power, that's different. I won't take advantage of it in a way that's negative. I will take positive advantage of it, just like if you have a car, it's easier to take a car to the store than it is to walk. So I'll take advantage of it in that way, but I won't make it that it's a disadvantage to anyone or anything else. That's the difference. So becoming my mom and dad's best friends, like having them become mine, I can't put those words into their mouth, but I feel like I'm one of their best friends. So I don't want to put those words in their mouth again. But being this way, I know sometimes it's hard for them because they haven't really quite grasped what has happened to me, and they won't be able to. They just won't be able to. It's not possible. And I don't mean to put anybody down, but nobody will be able to understand or grasp what has specifically happened to me. Because even when they have things happen to them that bring them closer to what we call enlightenment, it won't be the same exact experience because everybody's universe is different. And you're learning that now, and you say, yeah, well, that makes sense that my experience is different. Yeah, your experience is different, but your universe becomes different because of all your experiences and how you interpret them and what you hold on to with the meanings that you give those things to yourself. So you just have to take everything lightly and keep in mind the things you want to keep there and take out of your mind those things that you want to remove, or at least don't allow those to be main things, because you can get rid of things if you remove them from your life at enough of a degree so that they're gone. And it does happen. But anyway, I went a little off, but I love my mom and dad so much, and they're my best friends, and it's a blessing. It's such a blessing. The advantages of being enlightened, but it's not even, like, I hate that word, but I don't hate anything. I don't really care for that word too much in a personal sense because people take it wrong. I'm not a mystic or a guru or a Christ or a prophet, but I'm all those things and more. I'm the chosen one, if that's what you want to call it. Those are just words too. But I'm the one who figured it out. I'm the one who won the game. Whatever you want to say. Whatever dimensional frequency you have, and if you think there's no God, or you think there's your spiritual practice God's name, or universe, or whoever. I don't care if you praise Charlie Brown. Like, I'm all those things, and so are you. You just don't accept that yet. And once you realize that I'm all those things, and I'm you on top of all those things, and you're me and all those things, you'll get what I mean. But it's too hard to fathom just yet. And I hope that you hang on tightly for this ride because it's going to be very exciting. There won't be many downs because the more we understand, the less the downs will be. But there still will be some. But I am taking us on a lot of ups. And that's what we're here for, to help each other, to guide each other, and to love each other. So, until next time, peace.